Hi guys, before we start the video, make sure like the video and subscribe my YouTube channel because I need your support, thanks. Seraphim are one of the latest major inventions of Vegapunk that changed the system of the world government. It is the reason why the Marines abolished the warlord system and declared all of the previous warlords as notorious pirates. They play an important role as antagonists in the Egghead arc of One Piece. Seraphim are very powerful and will pose a serious problem to our heroes. Not only that, but they also work under the command of the highest authority present. This is also very troubling, as the highest authority in the world is the 5 Elders, and then Marine Admirals, all of whom are enemies to the Straw Hats, and now the Vegapunks. As a clash is about to start between our heroes and the Seraphim, let's discuss exactly how powerful the Seraphim are in One Piece. But before that, let's clarify what Seraphim are and how they work. Seraphim are high-tech cyborgs similar to the Pacifista. They are powerful living weapons like the Pacifista, but while all Pacifista look like Bartholomew Kuma and have the same abilities, each Seraphim has a different appearance and ability. Seraphim are revolutionary in the way that they replace the warlords to become one of the 3 great powers of the world. Seraphim have the appearance of the younger versions of the warlords with Lunarian traits. They are comparatively small-sized than the Pacifista, since they have a childlike appearance, along with dark skin, white hair, red eyes, and black wings like the Lunarians. Another characteristic feature of the Seraphim are the star-shaped pupils in their eyes. Today we are just talking about only 4 Seraphim: Seraphim Hawk, Seraphim Snake, Seraphim Bear, and Seraphim Shark, because in Manga, we just saw these 4 Seraphim fight. The Seraphim resemble the younger versions of Dracula Mihawk, Boa Hancock, Bartholomew Kuma, and Jinbei, respectively. Seraphim are created as clones of the former warlords with the help of the lineage factor. This makes these cyborgs more modified than any previous model, and also able to possess Lunarian traits, along with ordinary human ones. Like Lunarians, Seraphim also possess pairs of black wings and the ability to ignite flames. Seraphim in One Piece is the highest scientific achievement, and is not easy to make. Along with the technical difficulties, they are also very expensive to make. Now move on to how powerful Seraphim is. As mentioned before, Seraphim are currently one of the most powerful forces in the One Piece universe. They are Vegapunk's greatest invention as of yet, and were created to be the strongest form of humanity. Made by modifying their lineage factors, they have the agility and endurance of the Lunarian tribe along with their physical traits. The true power of Seraphim comes from the green blood flowing in their systems. Green blood is a substance that incorporates the qualities of a devil fruit into an individual's system to grant them the ability of that specific devil fruit. Vegapunk explained that Paramecia is the easiest type of devil fruit to administer in the green blood, and Logia is the most difficult. Thanks to the green blood, at least 3 of the Seraphim have 3 different Paramecia-type devil fruit abilities: Mero Mero no Mi, Nikyu Nikyu no Mi, and Sui Sui no Mi. All 3 of these abilities are extremely dangerous, and together with the Seraphim's general strength and offensive power, these abilities are absolutely deadly. Another thing about the Seraphim is that we function by command, and will follow the command of the person with the highest authority. In terms of this chain of authority, the Gorosei are at the top, with the Vegapunks following, and then Sentomaru. If Seraphim are given commands by 2 individuals, they will obey the one with the higher authority. This makes them risky players at the current point of the story. If another individual wants to give a command to the Seraphim, they have to possess an authority chip to do so. Lucci commanded the Seraphim in this way. So now Seraphim are collectively known as the strongest form of humanity. There are slight differences in the powers of every Seraphim. That is mostly because of their separate skill sets. We're also considering the parent body of each Seraphim, and where they stand on the power level in One Piece. So without further ado, let's take a look at all Seraphim in One Piece ranked based on their power and abilities. Number 4. Seraphim is Shark. Though every Seraphim is extremely strong, Seraphim Shark has to be at the bottom out of the 4. The Seraphim Shark resembles a young Jinbei, and uses fishman karate like the real fishman. On top of that, Seraphim Shark also possesses the power of Sui Sui no Mi, a Paramecia devil fruit that allows him to swim on land. This devil fruit also belongs to Senor Pink. While Sui Sui no Mi doesn't have the best offensive advantage, it is quite compatible with the Fishman Karate and Seraphim Shark's powers. The Seraphim can also use standard pacifista powers like beams and such. The only reason we place Seraphim Shark at number 4 is because in spite of being very strong, Seraphim Shark shows less potential than its fellow Seraphim. Jinbei, the man from whom the Seraphim is inspired, is also not quite on par based on abilities with some of his fellow ex-warlords. Number 3. Seraphim is Snake. Next, there is Seraphim Snake, the Seraphim who resembles and shares attributes with the Pirate Empress, Boa Hancock. Like Hancock, Seraphim Snake also has the power of the Paramecia Devil Fruit, Mero Mero no Mi, that allows her to turn anyone who lusts for her to stone. This power may be disadvantageous to most, but in Hancock, who is considered to be the most beautiful woman in the world, this ability is deadly. Most people can't resist her looks and charm, and thus are eligible to use the ability on. But while Mera Mera no Mi is lethal in the hands of Hancock, and Seraphim Snake has already proven its usefulness on the CP0 agents and York, this power will not work on everybody. In fact, due to the childlike appearance of Seraphim Snake, it's very difficult to imagine how she can use this power on strong opponents. Number 2. Seraphim is Bear. Up next is Seraphim Bear, and the only Seraphim who looks like the miniature version of the Pacifista. This is because Seraphim Bear resembles former warlord and secret revolutionary member Bartholomew Kuma, whose clones are the Pacifista. Like Kuma, Seraphim Bear also possesses the power of Nikyu Nikyu no Mi. Nikyu Nikyu no Mi is one of the most versatile devil fruits in the series, and can create the physical embodiment of abstract things like pain and memories. But not only that, it also has great offensive power as seen in both Thriller Bark and Sabaudi Archipelago. Another thing to note about Seraphim Bear is that unlike with the other Seraphim, Vegapunk already had a vast knowledge on its parent body and his powers, since the information was also used to create the Pacifistas. That knowledge gives this Seraphim another advantage over its counterparts. But even with all the previous information and versatile power, there's another Seraphim who takes the stage as the strongest Seraphim of all. Number 1. Seraphim is Hawk. The number spot on this list belongs to none other than Seraphim Hawk. This Seraphim is a clone of the former warlord, Dracul Mihawk, who also happens to be the strongest warlord. Not only that, Mihawk is also the strongest swordsman in the world, and gained the epithet Hawk's Eyes. Seraphim Hawk has not only inherited Mihawk's appearance, but also his master swordsmanship. He also wields a large sword, and can fight on par with someone like Zoro. But the true power of both Mihawk and Seraphim Hawk is still unknown to us, and they might come out to be stronger than we imagine. Seraphim Hawk is full of potential, and his power may very easily be superior to Zoro, who still hasn't reached Mihawk's level. It'd be very interesting to see how their fight plays out in the upcoming chapters of One Piece. Because of how vast the potential is for him, Seraphim Hawk grabs the first spot on our list as the strongest Seraphim out of the 4. Serving as the antagonists in the recent chapters of One Piece, Seraphim could very easily turn into helpful allies as they work strictly on the command from the chain of authority. Under the Stella's command, they can turn into allies, or can stay as a difficult adversary if St. J. Garcia Saturn, one of the Gorosi, commands them to eliminate the Straw Hats and the Vegapunks. Let's see which turn Oda takes in the series next. So tell me which one his most powerful Seraphim is. In your opinion? Comment down below. Like the video if you did, and subscribe for more. Hit the notification bell icon for updates. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.